No matter how inspired and excited and motivated you are about your vision, if you're really up to creating meaningful and lasting change, you can't do it on your own. You have to do it with others. And this leadership principle we're going to talk about now is called collective action. There's an African proverb that goes, if you want to travel fast, go alone. But if you want to travel far, go together. And that's the power of working with others. There's two examples of this that I want to give you. First is quite personal. Say you take on a challenge or a project, it's part of the vision that you have, and you're just doing that on your own. There'll inevitably be setbacks, failures, things that don't go how you thought they'd go. You thought this would happen, but actually this happened. It can be really demoralising sometimes, and we second guess ourselves and make it quite personal. Oh, I'm no good at this, or this is not meant to happen, or I can't do this, and we just give up. We feel very demoralised and demotivated. However, if we're taking on that same project with others who also share the same vision, are taking collective action with you, even though you're having a moment of self-doubt and resignation, you have others that can work with you, regroup, replot your course and take it together, and it continues, has the project continue. It really just takes it out of that personal morass. The other part of collective action though is that when you really take on something big and large scale and you're coming up against the status quo, whether that's in your own organisation, your family, or in a community issue that you face, there can be very real pushbacks. In the work that I've done, I've met a number of people in the field who've had death threats against them because of the work they're doing to bring water to their villages or try to build a school to educate girls. And I've looked at these women and I've sort of asked them, how do you keep going when you're facing these threats against your own life? But they're standing together in literal solidarity, shoulder to shoulder. And they say, it's not just about me. All of us are working to make this happen. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. One woman in India actually once held up a pen and she said to me, they can snap this one pen. And then she grabbed a handful of pens. She said, but 5 pens can't be broken. And the way she looked at me was like, yeah, she's going to make things happen because of the action of others around her with her. We live in a very individual society in the West where there's a whole narrative, a whole myth. It's like the lone cowboy, that somehow we're an island and we're meant to like navigate everything and do everything on our own. It's sort of all up to us to achieve anything. And it is actually a myth. It's easy to give up when it's just you. It's easy to personalise failure. If we're really wanting to create action and lasting change, we need to do it together. And that's the power of collective action. It's the only thing that can move us from I can't to I can to we can.